Welcome to UK's Spy Audit, exposing police overreach, breaking down the law, and defending your right to transparency.
What sort of you lot have been brainwashed or something? I'm just a member of the public. Chill out. We're not all unknown risks. What are they teaching you? This one's gonna get troublesome. I already know what's gonna go down. Look at no particular reason, just because this is what I've chosen to do today. Would you mind identifying, please?
PC Dean.
Okay.
Card number 17920.
Thank you. And yourself?
Okay.
Why are you lot all coming out like this? You're making me feel nervous.
Because when people start filming outside of our police station, it tends to alert red flags. Okay?
For what reason?
Mainly for terrorism. I'm not saying you are.
And when an officer suggests that people usually film police stations for terrorism-related reasons, it's a highly loaded remark. It doesn't make a direct accusation, but it quietly frames the person filming as suspicious. This is a classic case of implied association, where doubt is introduced without evidence. Under UK law, filming from a public place, including outside police stations, is entirely lawful. There is no statute that prohibits it. References to terrorism in these situations are often used as a pressure tactic, designed to unsettle the individual, elevate the perceived seriousness of the encounter, and create a narrative that could later be used to justify counterterrorism powers. It's not about evidence. It's about control.
Okay, but mainly because majority of people come around, they like to film our cars, know what our registrations are, know what our police officers look like.
What? Okay.
No procedures for getting in and out of the building safe and securely, so that in that way they can potentially perform a terrorist attack, okay, and have it all on recording. So that's why we come down and we like to check to make sure why they are. So you asked me to identify myself.
Yeah, I'm not going to identify. No.
Why is that?
I'm not required to. I'm not committing any offence.
You're not required to, you're not committing any offence.
Yeah, absolutely.
However, you are in a public place.
Absolutely,
okay?
Exactly.
So under Section 50 of the Police Reform Act,
okay,
you could be required to identify yourself with name and address, or you could be arrested. Okay, if your behaviour is believed to be
antisocial. So am I behaving antisocially?
The officer attempts to rely on Section 50 of the Police Reform Act 2002, a power that only applies when an officer reasonably believes a person is involved in antisocial behavior. Crucially, antisocial behavior is legally defined as conduct that is likely to cause harassment, alarm, or distress to others. Simply standing in a public place with a camera does not meet that threshold. Filming in public is lawful, and it does not become antisocial unless the person's actions are actively causing harm or disruption. In this context, Section 50 has no lawful basis. Raising it without clear grounds appears less like proper enforcement and more like an attempt to pressure the auditor into handing over personal details, which risks crossing into misuse of police powers.
Filming outside the police
does not constitute antisocial behaviour, no. Is that the route we're going to go down? I'm not going to give you my name. I'm not going to give you my name. I wouldn't suggest using the Section 50 power. You would have to prove that I'm behaving antisocially, causing members of the public harassment, alarm, and... Okay, so how's my behaviour?
If you're filming and the fact that you're standing outside, you cause a member of the public to walk past and feel completely distressed by the fact that you're...
How would they feel distressed by that? Am I engaging anyone else? I'm just here filming you.
When you walk past...
what are we doing? And are you going to nick me now, are you?
Well, I'm going to ask you to move on, sir.
I'm not going to move on. I'm in a public place.
At the moment, you're not in a public place, sir. This is cast as a private...
No, it's not private.
In legal terms, public land covers spaces such as roads, sidewalks, footpaths, and any area where the public is allowed to enter freely. Ownership alone doesn't change that status. Even if the land belongs to the police or a local authority, it remains a public place if there are no visible restrictions like signage, barriers, or controlled access. For the purposes of legislation, such as the Public Order Act or Section 50 of the Police Reform Act 2002, the key test is public access, not who owns the land. A pavement outside a police station, unless clearly restricted, is still classed as a public place under the law.
I'm not. This is a pavement, mate. What are you talking about?
I'll tell you what, sir, if you want to be in a private place or a public place, take a step on that pavement.
No, I'm good here. I'm good here.
So
this is not a private place. How is this a private place? Look at where we are. Look. Just so the camera can pick it up, yeah? So if it...
So there's your yellow lines.
No. You're talking nonsense, mate. You're talking rubbish. And there you are, mate. You're trying to flex jurisdiction. Let's just pack it in. Yes, you are. I will carry on filming. No, I'm not going to step there. So we've got section 50, so we've gone Section 50, and now we're talking about private land. What's
Right
next?
down in the Metropolitan
What's
Police
next?
Office.
What's next?
So I'm correct in what I'm telling you.
No,
okay?
you're just flexing
I'm not
unnecessarily.
flexing at
Yes,
all.
you
I don't need
are.
to flex unnecessarily. You're not an issue to me. 179.
All right, I'm not an issue.
Crack
No
it down.
worries.
You are not an issue to me.
Good.
I have no reason to
Good.
flex to you.
Good.
You are not that much of an issue.
Good.
I'm
Then
saying,
there
right,
should be
carry
no
on filming.
reason. There should be
Back onto the
there should be
pavement
no
over there. It's not a problem
there
at
should be
all.
no concerns about me filming. Then if that's the case.
Well, generally there is concerns.
Well, you just said that I'm not an issue to you.
You're not an issue for me to flex. That means I'm not bothered by you. You're not being high and mighty, okay?
Okay. It's not about me. It's about you. This is about your ego, not about mine.
It's not about,
Not about your. Yeah, of course it
Your
is.
ego needs to be approved and swept and fucking stroked because you're standing.
Did you just swear?
Because yeah, I did just swear.
So you
I'm not
just
in a public place.
This, of course, you're in a public place. You just committed Section 5.
I'm not in a public place.
Hold on.
This is private land.
Dean, bruh.
This is
Pack it
private
in,
land.
mate. Pack it in, mate.
Public place is over there.
Pack it in, mate.
Public
Mate,
place
pack
is
it
over
in
there.
right now. Don't swear again. We're all in a public place. This is all public.
Private.
This is all public. This is all publicly accessible. Show me where the boundary is that denotes public and
Yellow
private.
line.
No, double yellow line doesn't denote private property. Dean, mate, you're digging yourself a hole. You're digging yourself a hole. You just swore. You started with Section 50. Then you're saying private property. Even if this was private property, it's a civil matter. This is publicly accessible. This isn't private property anyway.
This is private land,
mate.
sir. This is
Mate, this has not been good. Mate, this ain't good.
Okay.
Why are
feel
you
free.
swearing? Can I swear? Can I use the F word?
You can swear if you want, sir.
So I can say fuck, yeah?
Congratulations.
Fuck. Yeah, no, I feel good, yeah.
Well done. Okay. Just look how I feel. We're going to pay.
And you did swear in a public place.
Private.
This ain't private, mate. No, it's not. You're making yourself look ridiculous. Just go back inside, mate. All right.
In addition to what my colleagues are telling you, you have to take a pinch of common sense as well.
I don't have to take a pinch of nothing. I don't have to take any advice from any of you. I'm in a public place filming, which is lawful. And you've tried to threaten me. Yeah, you have. Yes, you have. You haven't educated me. I'm educating you right now. Go on.
Like, with you standing so close to the entrance...
I'm not obstructing you, am I?
No, but you need to listen. With you standing so close to an entrance, filming, that poses security questions for us, okay? There are people who wish to do the police harm.
Okay, I'm not one of those.
Okay, but we don't know that, do we? So
Well, you have to go based on what you do know.
You haven't identified yourself, so
I don't
we
need
have to
to.
treat you as an unknown risk, so we don't know...
Why am I a risk? This is a camera.
Because you're...
The term unknown risk is not a legal threshold, and relying on it is deeply problematic. Police powers must be grounded and reasonable. Objective suspicion of a crime or genuine threat, not mere uncertainty or discomfort. Labeling someone as a risk simply because they are not fully known erases the legal safeguards that protect the public. When uncertainty is treated as justification, lawful policing slips into arbitrary suspicion, undermining fundamental rights and the rule of law.
An unknown risk. Common sense.
Based on
would-
what? If an old
Sir,
granny
you're
was
not letting
filming
me
here,
finish.
would she be an unknown risk?
You're not letting me finish, so that you can't understand my point. Okay. By you standing here, common sense would dictate that poses a security risk.
Why?
to
Is the
police
building not
station.
secure? Like, you
Well,
lot
with
are
you
armed, like
standing
you've got a
here-
taser. Like, what
But
sort of security
with
risk
you
is it?
standing here constantly, filming cars coming in and out. Right next
Marked
doors that
cars
next
that
to
are paid
where
for
a
by the
gate
taxpayer. I've
opens
got
in
every
and
right to film them.
out. Right next to where a gate opens in and out. Like I said, you're an unknown risk. You've got a bag. We don't know what you've got on you. You could run in.
Alright,
You
well,
could have something on you that we don't know.
Yeah, well,
So that's why.
I mean, there's lots of members of the public that have stuff on them that you don't know.
I know, but they're not. posing
Are they all
themselves
unknown
right
risks
in
as
front
well?
of him.
Yeah, well, I can be here.
Everyone's an unknown risk.
Everyone's an unknown risk. We don't live in a police state where everyone's an unknown risk and you're constantly doing surveillance. What sort of you lot have been brainwashed or something? I'm just a member of the public. Chill out. We're not all unknown risks. What are they teaching you in training? Unknown risk. Is this a police state? Do you have to spy on each other? All like we all have to like snitch on each other? What's going on here? Like, what is going on here?
We have to manage risk. So we always have to manage risk, and that's why we have to do
Hey, you lot are-
unknown risk and known risk.
No.
So anything that we don't know is unknown to us, so we have to treat it with an element of caution.
Okay.
Yeah? That's fair to say, isn't it?
Okay, I mean-
that's a common sense approach to this. And because we don't know you, you've not identified yourself with us, we don't know the risks that you pose.
Would you identify yourself?
Yeah, I'm PC Cook,
Okay.
1654.
Sure.
Yeah? And I'm just talking to you like I would to anybody else.
All right.
And that's the point I'm trying to impress to you today, sir, that's all.
Okay, now what?
Well, like my colleague said, because we don't know you, we don't know the risks, we are going to just ask you to move on to the public point.
This is public
That's it.
here. guarantee you 100% this is public here.
But with your proximity.
And even if it was private, this is publicly accessible. Look. Just for some context, right? He's saying this yellow line denotes where it's public, where it's private. So how could this possibly be private property? Even let's say hypothetically it was private property, yeah? Who owns this property? Does the Met Police own this property, or would they hypothetically lease the property?
Owns this property.
No, they don't.
By Bexley Council.
Okay, right. So who pays for the council?
Property that can't
How's the council funded? I'm pretty sure this is leased anyway. I'm pretty sure the Met don't own this.
This was gifted to us.
So,
You know that for a fact, do you? Well, you got flowers on your radio.
Why not?
so
That's asking why.
If you went into a shop and they had a counter with no barriers either side, you would know that
Yeah, that shop's not paid for by the taxpayer.
No, but behind that kiosk area, even though you can access it, is an inaccessible point. That's another common sense approach. So you can see that from there to here, and then this bit here, common sense would dictate that this is not a public part of the domain. Yeah?
Okay, well this is all paid for by tax money, so.
But you have to you understand why we're talking.
You understand how like fiscal policy works. So the government tax, and then they spend on public services, and this is that. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's a fiscal policy. It's the economic policy, right? So it dictates how spending and taxation works.
Okay, I'm not here for a lesson. I'm just trying to talk to you.
Right. And I'm just trying to explain to you
as a person,
Yeah.
from a person to a person, why we are managing the risk of somebody standing by the entrance that's constantly used to a police station.
Okay, have I satisfied that I'm not a risk?
Well, no, because we
All right. Well, how are you going to satisfy it then?
Well, we're just.
Just remember, everything I'm doing right now is perfectly legal. So just remember that, and it's not antisocial. Well, why did you backpedal on that?
I didn't backpedal.
Yeah, you did. But why are you not nicking me under section 50 then?
Because I've got no reason to nick it. It doesn't mean backpedaling.
Okay.
I'm trying to approach you with common sense. I don't like to unnecessarily criminalise people.
Oh, thank you. Good,
So-
good.
Me and my colleague have tried to appeal to your common sense nature, but clearly.
Good. I'm happy that you're not. I'm happy that you're not criminalising people. That's good. You know of any officers doing stuff like that?
Do I know of any else
Yeah.
unnecessary criminal?
Yeah. Never heard of that. Right. Good. Good. Why? How? You swore in a public place as well.
I didn't swear.
Yeah, you did.
I did not. If that has offended you, then I do apologise, but I did not swear in a public place.
You did. You said the F word. I've got it on camera.
I swore, but I'm not in a public place.
All right. If you say so.
Okay.
Are we done?
Yeah, you go back your day.
All right. You're dismissed. You're dismissed. Go.